Justt-TK set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing. Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. In motion left goes Watson. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Being chased out left. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And not able to get any further as he's taken down right there on the 30. First down, going to the air with Love. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Christian Watson, 30 yards. And the Packers are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
56.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A solid run by Derrick Henry. And here's another 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. They work now on 2nd and 9. Again, it's Henry. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. Play action. It's Jackson rolling to his right. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. A first down carry for Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. Touchdown. Nelson Aguilar from 8 yards out. And the Ravens respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 75 yards. And the Packers are once again back in front. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What did we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. Now McManus on to kick this one off. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Henry up the middle. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. A quick pass out to Aguilar. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Inside handoff, Henry. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught. It's Flowers. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now 2nd and 5. Now a handoff to Henry. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So 2 successful two-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or two-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. In motion right, Dobbs. First down, Love to pass. This completes to the tight end, Tucker Kraft. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, Love buying time to his left. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. In motion left goes Watson. Love now to pass on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Going back to Love. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Packers Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Love with it here, third and short yardage. That is caught, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Working out of the gun. Love steps away to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. Love. Flush to his right. He'll go over the middle to Reed, complete. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They will throw again here with Jordan Love. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josh Jacobs, as the first half is winding down. And the Packers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. McManus now for the extra point. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And down he goes at the 45. And he's going to have a 5-yard line. with Henry. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 5. They go play action now. Jackson flushed out right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. He tried to buy some time to the right. So, Charles, when a guy gets out of the pocket, what's the focus of the quarterback?
Most of them keep their eyes downfield. They want to try and make a play throwing the ball. Some of them, they want to tuck it and go. But when they scramble, in this case, as you said, to the right, you're cutting the field in half. So good defenses kind of converge in that spot, and they don't give you much territory to throw the ball. He had nowhere to go with it. Ends up getting the ball stripped.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And fights. There he goes, right side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. Throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Love now. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's...
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are able to extend their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And Jackson going to have the 1st down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. On play action, they'll throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10.
We change it. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Yeah, that's what I do. Mike, 50 support. 56. Watch the run.
Here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. They go play action with Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side into the hands of Flowers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. Henry is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Nelson Aguilar with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Once again, it's Jacobs. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Jacobs going to try the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Love. he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. To throw now. Here's Love. He finds his man. Complete. It's Jacobs. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Packers will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Now McManus for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
It's so risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here's 1st and 10. Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers.
And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
The 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Jackson.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll